Hey, everybody who is tuning in. So, I just wanted to do a real quick scope with you guys to talk to you real quick about scarcity. Oh my gosh. So, scarcity is this huge thing. And also, let me say, if you're watching this on the replay, tap away with the hearts. They still count, and I love them. So, thank you. So what I want to talk to you about today are scarcity myths and how they impact your love life, because they're really, really prevalent in our culture. Hey, Empowered to be Great! Love to see you. Thanks for coming back. Hi, TM Shine. Nice to see you too. Um, so, and thank you so much for joining. Um, I'm gonna have to, I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. My husband is like an amazing technology pro at all this stuff, and he gave me this wonderful tripod to try and use, and I just can't make it work. So I'm gonna hold it, and we're just gonna do this. Um, so scarcity myths. How do scarcity myths keep you from getting the love that you want? And you can go to my website, which is carissamontooth.com/periscope. Maybe I can get Sammy to type that into the comments so people can come back and find it. But anyway, the scarcity myths. Okay, this is what we're talking about today. So the thing about scarcity myths is they're like a prevalent part of our culture, and we just kind of accept them as ideas. Oh, thank you so much, TM Shine. Thank you for putting up the link there. So the thing about scarcity myths is that they're really prevalent in our culture, and they feel like they are real. They are just these ideas that we just accept without examining them. And then that shapes our beliefs and our behavior and what happens in our lives. And, we're always creating. You're constantly creating your life. You know that you're always doing that. You are a creator. And the thing is, we're constantly creating, right? But we're not always creating on purpose. Sometimes the stuff that we're sending out and creating is not the stuff we really want if we were actually examining it and paying attention to it. So the thing about these scarcity myths is, there are these beliefs like all the good men are taken, all the good women are taken, I'm too old to have the love that I want, or I'm too busy to have a relationship, or I'm going to put my business together and then I'll have time to date, or nobody wants to date a single parent, or just all these kinds of myths and things. And these are myths that are all based on the idea of scarcity. It's thinking there's not enough good out there for me. And the big thing that you'll see people do often is compete for one partner, right? And competing for one partner is like saying there's only one person in the whole world I can get my good from. And that's not true. Your good is abundant, right? There are abundant ways for the universe to bless you, for God to bless you. And whether you think of the universe as the universe, or you think of it as God or source, however you think of it, there is abundance out there for you. And just the idea that you have the desire for love, that desire in you, means that the fulfillment of it exists out there for you. So that's something I want you to really think about. Anytime you have this desire, when you're thinking, I want a rich, fulfilling, satisfying relationship, it means that thing exists. That desire didn't happen just because it wanted to happen. It was created in you because the equivalent of that, the satisfaction of that, exists outside of you for you. It exists out in the world for you. And there's a mental equivalent of it out there for you. So exactly, empowered to be great. There are good men out here. You just got to find the right fit. Exactly. And you find the right fit by getting your mindset together, right? Because if you're walking around with your head down going, there aren't any good men, there aren't any good men, or there aren't any good women, or whatever it is, you're not going to see them. They could be right in front of you and you're not going to see them. But so the idea of scarcity, it's really, really important for us to just get good at examining how those beliefs kind of pervade your consciousness without you really realizing that it's a belief you're carrying it around. It really is important, because the biggest thing is when we don't examine the things that we believe, then we're still creating based on those false things that we believe. So what I want you to do, I have a really simple process you can use. And what I want you to do is, because it all starts with clarity, right? It really all starts with mindset. It all starts with looking at my mindset and going, what do I really believe? And then looking out in my life and going, oh, that's how I'm creating these things because this is what I believe. So here's what I want you to do, and I've got these notes for you also here on my website that you can download anytime. So the first thing is you're going to take 10 minutes of just having no distractions. So that's going to mean turning off your cell phone so you're not getting notifications about stuff. It's going to mean going into a room by yourself and closing the door. Preferably a room where your computer's not there or a stack of work is not there, so you're not distracted going, I should probably be doing that work. You're going to take 10 minutes with no distractions and give that time as a gift to yourself, for your future, for the love in your life. Set it aside. It's valuable and do it. Take that 10 minutes and ask yourself, what do I really believe about love? And write it all down, no matter what it is. You write it all out. No judgment. You just go, what do I believe about love? And you get quiet enough so you can actually hear what your beliefs are. And you don't judge them. You just write down what they are because you want to be clear about them. You don't want to go, well, this is what I think I should believe. Well, I thought that I probably had healed this other belief by now. Don't do those things. Just get that out of the way. Skip the judgment. Accept. That's all about acceptance and love. You can't change anything if you're not going to accept where you are, right? It's about acceptance and love for yourself, and that's where it starts. So don't judge. Just say to yourself, what do I believe about love? And write down everything that comes up for you. What do I believe about love? You write everything down that comes up for you. And then look at that list of beliefs and ask yourself, are any of these based in scarcity? So some of the things we were talking about before, do any of these beliefs mean I think there's not enough of something, or I think there's not enough of something for me, right? So when you find a scarcity belief, like let's say you're writing everything down and you do see something that says, it's one of your beliefs and it says, there's not enough good men in the world, or there are no good men left, or something like that. You see that belief, you're looking at it. What I want you to do is you're going to play this little game in your mind because it's the beginning of gently easing yourself into a new mindset. And it's about possibility, right? It's about being open to possibility. So you have your list of beliefs, you find a belief on there that's about scarcity, and you say, I'm going to play this little reverse game. I'm going to play the what if game with this belief. You look at the belief and you say, this belief says there are no good men in the world. Okay? You look at that belief and you say, what if the opposite of this belief is true? What if there are plenty of good men in the world? What if that's true? And sit with that for a minute. What if that is true? If your scarcity belief is, I've got to lose weight before I can start dating, your what if game would be, what if I don't have to lose weight before I start dating? If you're a single parent and you're thinking there aren't enough eligible people out there that want to date single parents, what if there are plenty of people who want to date single parents? And then you start to look for examples of the what if belief in your life and in society and around you. And as soon as you change that, what you start to focus on, you will see amplified in your life. You'll see the experiences of that in your life. So when you change your mindset to go, instead of focusing on the scarcity beliefs, or instead of letting the scarcity beliefs play and play and play on this track in the background of your mind, you're consciously shifting to, what if abundance is my birthright? What if abundance is my real reality? And then you look around in the world and you start to actually see the examples of that. And that's what reinforces that for you and actually creates and manifests that for you. When the first people that were running track, I'm trying to remember. I was just reading about this. Somebody was running track, and when people were running track, it was just this belief that you could not run a mile in less than 4 minutes. When the first person did that, and then other people saw that it was possible, people were running the mile in less than 4 minutes left and right all the time. They were doing it all the time. So it reflects to you, when you see that something is possible, you start to believe it's possible for you. right? And the way to be open to seeing that is to shift your belief. So, and the way to shift your belief is to know what you believe now, right? So that's the process. So I'll go over it real quick one more time, but you can check it out also on my website. The process is, number one, get quiet. Go to a quiet place with no distractions and sit and give yourself that time in that quiet place with no distractions. The second thing is you ask yourself, what do I believe about love? And every thought that comes up, you let that thought come up with no judgment whatsoever. You're not trying to censor yourself. You're not saying, what should I believe? You want to look clearly at what you do believe right now. So you look at that, you write everything down with no judgment. What do I believe? What do I believe? What do I believe? You write it all down. Then you look at those beliefs and you go, which ones are about scarcity? And you can recognize that. Your wisdom will tell you which ones are about scarcity. Have confidence in your wisdom, because your wisdom and intuition will tell you which of those beliefs are about scarcity. So you'll look at those beliefs and you'll go, oh, these are about scarcity. Okay. And then you play the what if game. So if the scarcity belief is, there are not enough good men in the world, there are not enough good women in the world, whatever that is, you look at that belief and you play the what if game. What if there are plenty of good women? What if there are plenty of good men in the world? And that's the key to shifting your mindset. It's just what if. It's not forcing yourself to make a huge mindset change right now. It's being willing to change your mindset right now and to see examples of abundance in the world. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And thank you so much for tuning in for the scope. I like to just get in and give you exactly what I was talking about, that I was going to say, exactly what you came to hear, and not, get into a whole bunch of other stuff. If anybody is interested, I do have a love manifestation course that's out, and you can check that out on my website too and sign up for the wait list, because I'm doing a special thing with that where you can get it for $97 instead of $197, which everybody else is going to get it for later. So if you sign up on the wait list now, you can do that. People, I've been getting amazing feedback about this love manifesting course. I am so excited to finally get it out in the world, because people are telling me that they've only done like 1 or 2 modules. I gave it to some people to test in beta, and they did like the first and the second module, and the feedback and the results they've been getting has been like amazing. People are like, this gave me the insight to break up with my boyfriend, and then I was dating somebody new within a week, like the person that I needed, and I never would have considered them if it hadn't been for what I learned in the first 2 modules of the course. So if that's something that you want to look into, definitely look into that. It's on my website, and I'd love to have you join. It's a lot of very simple application of psychology, counseling, and practical law of attraction. So it's all laid out there for you. Anyway, thanks for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.